everybody, I'm Lisa Young-Sutton and welcome to my channel. Today I'm really excited to demonstrate the perfection of the Grand Jeu Lenormand in offering advice. And the best part is you only need one card. Now what I've been doing lately is drawing a single Grand Jeu card at the end of a Lenormand or Kipper reading, and it really works well as a final advice card after laying a grand tableau. So let's see what advice the Five of Spades offered Travis, a friend of my husband's, who asked, how will my project evolve if I outsource some of the work? Basically, he was asking for advice. Should I or should I not outsource some of this work right now? So let's begin with the playing card, meaning, and connect it to the equivalent tarot card to give all of you tarot and cartomancy readers a jumping off point. Now, the cartomantic meaning references a loss or a cutting someone or something out of your life. It's a bit like the Petit Lenormand scythe card. It can refer to cutting off your attention from something too, right? Now, the tarot card that's associated with the Five of Spades is the Five of Swords. So let me quickly show you what tarot deck I'm using here. This is my Tarot de Marseille weight. So it's kind of a combination of Tarot de Marseille and the Rider Waite Smith. Okay, that is the tarot deck I now use. All right, so let me get back to the Five of Swords. Well, fives, first of all, what are fives? It's a number of tension, right? And the Five of Swords often relates to the tension of competition, which is generally what the tarot card shows, right? And, you know, don't forget, competition is either with others or with yourself, as when we are trying to compete with time to meet a deadline, which is the case in this reading. It also hints at ambition, right? And it can represent one who is ambitious at all costs. So this card is a warning against that, for sure. Now, let's look at okay, now I'm going to zoom in on this card so you can really see the images. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so let's go through the other elements of the card. The zodiac reference, the zodiac reference, this is a card of the zodiac group, right? And it refers to the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, we can use the zodiac cards in this deck for timing or to represent the zodiac sign of a person involved in the situation, or we can incorporate the traits of that sign into the reading. Now, this is the card of Sagittarius, right? The emblem for this sign is the Centaurian archer, right? That's the symbol for Sagittarius. And the main image on this card, of course, is a centaur. This is Chiron or Chiron, the wisest of the centaurs. Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter, which is all about excess. The motto for Jupiter is go big or go home. Therefore, Sagittarians want it all and tend to seek answers in places no one else would dare to venture into, right? Now, we can clearly see that portrayed in this card, as it warns the seeker that in this case, daring moves and acts of excess will backfire, all right? Now, outsourcing, which is what Travis is asking about, is seen as careless behavior in this case. I imagine the work would be done in a careless manner, as the person that would be hired won't care as much about the project the way Travis does. This is Travis's, business. This is his baby. This is his thing, okay? All right, so the main image here shows Chiron, lying dead, awaiting ascension to become the constellation Sagittarius. So it warns the seeker of the risks of acting carelessly. If you follow your current path, reckless behavior and unexpected setbacks will arise. Now, the actual interpretation of this image is you are an unfortunate victim of unexpected events, of clumsiness, of wounds that were not actually intended for you. So it's like kind of like you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, if you are reckless or whimsical or rest on your laurels, your future will be uncertain. You will only succeed by using your know-how and staying vigilant. Vigilance is important here. Now, does this sound like outsourcing would be a good idea to you? No, no way. I mean, Travis needs to stay vigilant in pursuing his project. This is not a time for shortcuts. Okay? He's running into some obstacles right now, and he's feeling pressured for time, and he's looking for a shortcut. And this card is telling him, this is what's going to happen to you if you do that. Right? Okay, so now the element of transcendence that's part of this card adds the idea of rising above current obstacles and taking a different approach in attempting to overcome them. All right, so let's look at these two small images because these are really cool. They say that the project will actually be prolonged, which is the opposite of the desired result. Okay, we can see in this small image here, the hunter on the left is carrying his rifle passively rather than holding it at the ready. I mean, there's no prey in sight. He's just strolling around like, hello, I'm out here hunting. There's nothing to shoot. Right? So what he's looking for isn't there. Okay, so he's not in the right place or at the right time. He's not in the right place at the right time. Okay, now on the right, this is a really cool image because if you look at this, you can see that this man is having trouble walking because he's got wings on his right arm, right? This is his right arm. He's got wings lifting him up, and at the same time, he's holding a heavy weight in his left hand that's holding him down. Okay, so we could call this doing things the hard way. He doesn't need anyone to assist him. He simply needs to put the weight in the other hand to balance out the lift of the wings, right? If he took this weight that he's holding over here and put it in this hand, it would balance the wings, okay? There you go. All right, now the constellation up here is the Dorad, and it refers to accidental risks during a trip or journey, right? In this case, the card is warning against taking any risks at this time. Now, the flowers and the letter A both add the elements or the ideas of wisdom, merit, independence, like do it yourself, right? If you want it done right, do it yourself, and mastery, okay? They all stress the importance of the right person for the job and who can possibly be as good, for this job as Travis would be, So what is the ultimate advice for Travis? Well, if you are feeling overwhelmed with the project right now, the answer is to slow down and take a break rather than hire someone to rush to the finish line. And that's what I told him. Okay, so that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. The next video up is a Kipper box spread that will show all of you Lenormand readers just how fun Kipper can be. Woo! Until then, keep your vibration high and your cards close by. Bye, lovelies.